Despite some criticism, Jinder Mahal is the ideal champion for WWE. When the reigning SmackDown brand champion made his return to the WWE, no one could have predicted how his value would skyrocket so quickly. Jinder Mahal holds the coveted top spot on the SmackDown brand and shows no sign of slowing down. But nothing breeds contempt quite like success, and there is a very vocal community of WWE fans which believes that Jinder is the wrong choice for such a prominent role with the company. Here are 10 reasons why the critics are wrong about Jinder Mahal. Number 10. A promising physique. There's no question that the WWE SmackDown champion is looking ripped these days. While some have questioned whether performance-enhancing drugs were utilized in his transformation, it seems unlikely with the WWE's strict wellness policy. Jinder used diet and a new workout routine focused on getting him into the best shape of his life. No one, not even John Cena or Randy Orton, can lay claim to the title of most jacked as long as Jinder is around. While dedicated wrestling fans can appreciate an athlete with Kevin Owens or Beer City Bruiser, the casual observer expects professional wrestlers to be tall, powerful and chiseled in stone. Jinder is all the three. His marketable look is only one reason he's going to be around WWE for a long time to come, whatsoever. Despite some criticism, Jinder Mahal is the ideal champion for WWE. Number 9. His experience will count. While many fans are only familiar with Mahal's more recent WWE runs, he has actually been in the business for over 15 years. Understandably, one doesn't have such a lengthy run in a physically demanding sport like pro wrestling unless one has great dedication and love for the business. With Jinder's looks, he could have made a living a lot of other ways, but he chose wrestling as his vocation. Jinder was trained by the legendary Rick Bognar, learning the ropes in his native Canada. Upon graduation, he worked with future WWE stars as Natalya Neidhart and Victor of the Ascension, becoming a star in both PMW and Stampede. His first WWE run ended with less than spectacular results, and most would have given up. But Mahal didn't quit the business and made himself a star all over the world. At 10 years in the wrestling business they call you a veteran, and at 20 years you're a ring general. There's still room on Jinder's sleeve for a few more stripes. Despite some criticism, Jinder Mahal is the ideal champion for WWE. Number 8. Jinder's charisma. Advocates for his character. It's been said that you can't please everyone every time. While that might be true, it's also a fact that in the world of professional wrestling, you don't always want to keep the fans happy. In the 1980s, Jim Crockett Productions could throw virtually anyone at Ric Flair and his championship belt and they would garner instant heat. Even Ronnie Garvin was able to get over huge as a babyface when pitted against the Nature Boys' vile villainy. The same holds true in the WWE today. Jinder Mahal is the hated villain, while anyone who faces him is likely to get cheers. That isn't to say Jinder Mahal doesn't have his dedicated haters, as shown in the video below. Jinder is a very polarizing figure, which is good. What wrestlers fear isn't boos or hatred from the fans, it's the silence of indifference. People are talking about Jinder on social media for good or for ill. For business, it's definitely good. Despite some criticism, Jinder Mahal is the ideal champion for WWE. Number 7. Carrying the culture. It's no secret that professional wrestling has an ugly history of stereotyping and flat-out racism. For every junkyard dog there's an Akeem the African Dream, and at times the evil foreigner gimmick has crossed the line. WWE certainly crossed the line when they debuted Muhammad Hassan shortly after 9/11 in hopes of stirring up heel heat based on his Arabic heritage. However, there are a lot of differences between Jinder Mahal's on-screen embrace of his Indian heritage and these stereotypes. Jinder is a legitimate follower of Sikhism, and there's certainly nothing wrong with him displaying it as part of his wrestling persona. Also, Jinder isn't playing his religion as more proof that he is evil. Rather, he uses his background to enhance his character and image. Jinder himself once said as much in a 2010 interview. The fans like guys who speak different languages and have different looks. Earlier, Jinder used his Indian heritage to bolster his character and get noticed. It's no different than using his large frame or athletic ability to get over with the fans. Jinder's Sikhism doesn't make him evil, It just adds color to his ring persona. Despite some criticism, Jinder Mahal is the ideal champion for WWE. Number 6. Impressive stints with mic. It takes more than just brawn to be a successful professional wrestler. One also needs the ability to deliver good promos and compelling interview segments. Jinder has both of those skills.